Those who've seen Tim or me in the lecture room over the last couple of years will have seen us talking about changes to interest rules, changes to the dividend regulations, and also the falling rates of corporation tax as well. This means that the decisions, the salary versus dividend, the idea of interest on loan accounts, etc., hugely important to decide exactly what the numbers will be. And Tim, I can take no credit for this, you designed and wrote some software which gives us all the maths for this.
Indeed I did. I spent January 2016 developing an Excel spreadsheet that incorporates all of the different tax rules for personal tax calculations, both for 2015-16 and for 2016-17. And I've structured it so that there are three different main functions. There's the personal tax app, in which you can calculate the tax and NI for any combination of different types of income. There's then the salary versus dividend app, which is designed to advise a director shareholder as to the best way of taking profit out of a limited company by way of salary and interest these days and dividends. It also picks up the other income that the director shareholder may have, because that'll impact on the amount of tax and NI. And then third, there's the incorporation planner, which compares the net income for a sole trader with a certain level of profit with what it would be for a director shareholder if that profit was realised in a company.
And so this allows you just to put on your screen for the client, look, this is where we are. If you do this, it'll cost you this much. If you do this, it'll cost you this much more.
Yes, the focus is very much to give accountants the tool that they can use to help advise their clients. And in fact, from the early days of developing it, I've had input from practicing accountants. One of them, for example, said to me it would be really helpful on the personal tax app if you could have a function that enables us to tell the client what amount of dividend they should take out to give the same net income in 16-17 as in 15-16. And so I used the functionality of Excel, there's an add-on called Solver, to put in an equalize function or macro, and you press that key and it will then tell you exactly that dividend.
Because it will allow you to work in both directions. Here are the figures I have earned, how much tax will I pay, but also I want to end up at this figure, where do I need to start?
Right. I mean, I should stress that these are bells and whistles, the add-ons, the macros. The core benefit of it is that it deals with the unbelievably complicated tax calculation. And indeed, I still get examples that I look at and think, is that right? Have I made a mistake? And then I go back and look at it and no, I haven't made a mistake. The programming is right in terms of how you allocate things like the basic rate band to interest, to dividends, to other types of income.
Well, those of you who've seen Tim in the lecture room will not be surprised to hear that he has simplified tax yet again, this time in a software product allowing you to demonstrate to your clients just how complicated it is and telling them exactly what they need to know. Full information is below, and as ever, if you need more information, contact the office.